could
We
not
all
have
twerk.
said it better. Is that Proverbs? Or like, do you want to cite?
That's
I think
Pogo
it's a
Sticks
Bible
book 2.
verse.
And he probably has his badge on still, like, you know.
It's a Chippendales sheriff dance.
Yes.
Well, you could just use the badge to like cover the naughty stuff.
It's glasses, loincloth, badges foreign.
I don't know how big this badge is, but I think that's a tall order.
I feel like Sensen should have a really big badge.
Such a big badge.
Welcome to our shit show, friends.
There's some S&M chaff, so yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, I mean, I'm like,
all kinds,
wow. Okay. Cool.
Present
So
day.
saying assless is just redundant.
Yeah, but saying assless, you wanna emphasize the fact that you're all cheeked up on a Tuesday when you're wearing them.
I'm trying to watch our Twitch stream, but I just keep seeing this ass is really bomb looking. Did I say it wrong? Our tit stream, our
a little
Twitch
bit,
stream.
maybe.
Look,
you
you know
guys.
what? When it comes to me, this is the exception. So like, get on my level. Second of all I keep seeing is this bomb ass chicken sandwich ad that looks so good, and I want to eat it.
The magic lube is made in the swamp, and it's normally like pure and holy or whatever, but occasionally when somebody gets murdered in there, it turns evil.
Is it sticky?
It's probably sticky.
I mean, it's a little bit sticky. It came from a kid.
Jam hands, man. I'm not. Look, I want to look at the book, but I don't want to touch it until we can wipe off the
I'm
most
gonna
likely
press
jam.
digitize the jam and stickies off of it.
But it is gorgeous. It's one of the most beautiful and moving things you've ever seen. Most people don't get to see a drow civilization.
Well, that's beautiful and fascinating, but also kind of dangerous. Anybody else want to take a look before we start doing the dynamite thing?
Can I stealth myself as well? Can I roll stealth? Just because why not?
Well, I mean, you gotta do something. You can't just, hey, I'm stealthy, right? What are you trying to do stealthily?
Just be super hot and stealthy. Like I want everybody to see how hot and stealthy I am. It's so stealthy of me.
She keeps saying they're looking for a magic cock.
She's already got Eric. I don't know what she's looking for. Like, babe, fucking come dance with who you came with.
Dee Dee, are you hearing that correctly too?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're saying cock. I want to say they mean conch, but I'm really not. I hope they mean conch, but like also they mean cock.
I mean,
That's fine too.
I mean, to each their own, sure. But I guess they're looking for a magic one?
Oh, it's definitely got to be magic. You know, why look for one if it's not? I mean, either way, if it's a cock or a conch, why look for one if it's not magic? That is.
Chat about how we can simultaneously take her out and convince Dryland to go into a back room with us for a private business meeting, which may or may not result in him tied up to a chair.
Is Sensen gonna give him a lap dance?
That might be ultimately the plan, yes.
We've had experiences where some of our clientele have gotten a little bit too handsy. So we've actually introduced a little bit of a fun experience where you surrender yourself to the Dragonborn and the Dragonborn surrenders something to you. So I'm going to just very gently, it's just playful. I'm just gonna just hold your wrists and your ankles down. You can tap out. The safe word is Neverwinter, but it's just a little bit of a fun thing.
I'm really sad the butthole collapsed. Never good when the butthole collapses.
Do they have
Alright.
little chaps on?
No, they are not precious. You get the squirrel now. They have little chaps
I
on.
don't even know if they have asses.
Probably Klaka of some kind.
Asses are relative.
Your magical physiologies professor could tell you.
We will ask.
Here?
You pest of butts.
Yeah, but where does the poop come from?
I mean, it's got a something. Does it have enough of a cheek for it to be considered an ass?
The cheek makes the ass.
I don't have an answer. I mean, you could dissect one, I guess.
Perhaps they're not all cheeked up on a Tuesday.
Oh gosh, this little dude is full, Owen. He wants to talk to you. You got some time? There we go. We are live. Hello, friends. Yay. Everyone say hi. Welcome to D&D on this fine Wednesday. Yes, it's always Wednesday with you guys.
Yes.
It's always
we can
Wednesday.
Pretend it's another day.
Friday. It's Friday.
I meant to hold this up, by the way,
heart.
earlier so you guys could see, but now you get to see it on Twitch. So my lovely wife did not want this painting in her office.
What is that?
It is a blob flying on top of a pigacorn. It's a pigacorn.
Okay, I think that's cute.
Yes, a pigacornicus? Pegasus? Pigacornicus?
Your mom's a pigacornicus.
Anyway, I just thought
and you
can't
amazing. Say my mom's one because she is dead.
Oh.
Well, dead people can't be pigacornicuses?
Nope, because they're dead. It's a prerequisite that you have to be living to be a pigacornicus.
Thank you. Welcome to our shit show, friends.
Pigacornicus, it has ceased to be.
It's going to get up in Voom. You know it's going to get up in Voom. Sorry. Anyway. On that note, welcome to D&D on Wednesday night. We are who we are, and you're already seeing we are who we are. So, let's introduce ourselves. Bryn, why don't you go first?
All right. Hi, my name's Bryn Tannehill. I'm soon-to-be ex-defense analyst, soon-to-be ex-helicopter pilot, cosplayer, loudmouth pain in the ass. My wife calls me Servicemen's Group Life Insurance. You can call me whatever you want. In this case, mostly you'll be referring to me as Lenora, who is a warlock sorcerer, who's a little gothy, a little too perky for her gothiness, and she has a minion named Sarah. And Sarah is probably not with us this evening because she's back safe at a camp, and we're raiding a frost giant encampment. Just a little too dangerous to be bringing your
I thought Sarah was on the ship, right?
Is she on the ship now?
She's on the ship with the two tieflings, which is right. Admittedly, landed in the middle of the frost giant iceberg, but still, she's on the ship. She's also my way to get you guys out of jail if you end up dying.
I have 2 get out of jail free cards, Seth. We don't even need that.
Yep. So you keep saying.
Yeah, it's in my notes. It's real. I only write the most important things down in my notes.
All right. Who are you and who are you playing then, Rachel?
Hi, I am Rocky. I am an 8-foot-tall Goliath barbarian. I was an orphan. I am no longer an orphan. I have parents. Surprise, who knew? In theory, biology, but no one told me. I was raised in an orphanage in Waterdeep. My mom is the head of her tribe, and my dad was the head of his tribe, but fun fact, he's a cannibal, and he's a giant dick. We don't like him. I punched him in the nuts. He said I was an abomination, which is horrible thing to say to your child who you thought was dead because supposedly you asked your wife to murder your child because the All-Father also may have asked your wife to murder me. It's fine. It's not even that big a deal. So, I'm alive, which is great. And apparently sometimes I take drugs and can maybe see the future. We don't really know yet. I might just be taking drugs. I have a collection of corpses, and if there's a body part lying around, I will probably keep it.
All right,
or
then.
remove it from you. I have 3 fire giant penises. I'm looking for a 4th to make into nunchucks. In my real life, I run a nonprofit that feeds and houses touring musicians, and it's called Feed the Scene. And I also run concerts, and we bought a bar that we're renovating, which is still under renovation. Whee! One day I'll be able to say it's not, but not today.
All right. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Natasha, who are you and who are you playing?
Hello, I am Natasha. I make videos of my mouth, generally eating things. And you can see it on Clips for Sale Store 79925, or you can also go to YouTube and look up Glitter Kitty Litter. That is me.
Glitter Kitty Litter. I love it.
Yeah, there's actually a lot of videos about Glitter Kitty Litter, but there's only one channel that's me. Yeah, I made the channel years and years and years and years and years ago and had no idea what I was going to do with it. So,
okay.
Yeah, the future is weird. So I play a Tabaxi rogue Fenmore pirate kitty that is a lover of the sea and has lots of fur, so that's good because we are in a cold climate. And yeah, we're gonna kill frost giants, and I don't know how.
All right. I'm ostensibly in charge. I'm Seth, or DM, or Hey Asshole, and tonight's going to be really fun because I'm going to watch them argue with the one tactical member of the party about what they should do.
Hey, at least she's here to be argued with this time. Normally we have to make up what arguments we think she would make when she's out flying, and sometimes we're very wrong.
Sometimes you are very wrong. That is a true statement.
So I just want to know how good of a Lenora they do in my absence.
Not good. We tried really hard, though. We're like, we don't think she would want us to do this.
Every now and again I step in and say something like, Lenora tells you that would be a bad idea.
Yeah, he does do that.
So
he's like, Lenora knows what this is, and she would not do that. Do not do that. Sometimes we listen.
Sometimes.
Yeah. So have your gods told you that your destiny is to end up dragon poop? No? Then don't do that.
Exactly.
But I want to hug a dragon.
I mean, hug is, I guess, a loose term in Rocky's world.
Right, but like maybe this white dragon will give me one of its little baby egg dragons, and then it will be raised with me, and it will know me forever, and it will love me, and I will just be its mom.
Yeah. That's actually more reasonable than anything else.
I love the optimism, but I'm going to stand over there while you attempt to.
Right, I'm just going to ask nicely, like, you have so many little eggs, you don't need all of them, right?
Right? Just take one, like, stuff it under your shirt and walk
No,
off.
I would never take one. That would be disrespectful. I would be a beloved adopted parent if they would have me. But
okay.
I'm not going to steal an egg from a dragon. That
You're
does
not
seem
gonna
like a poor
kidnap
idea.
A dragon's baby.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
So what I think I'm going to try and do is...
run away while I do that.
If I hit directly between the two frost giants, and because they take up 10 feet each, because they're larger.
Remember, each square is 10 feet.
Right.
So that's a 40-foot. That's a 40-foot walkway in between. And I'm just using them, the big ones. They're standing in this bottom square. This square right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure if... So what I think is if this giant takes up all of this square, and if that one takes up all of that square, right?
Yep. Yeah, here.
Right?
You've got 20 feet in the middle.
So let me see. Oh, shoot. Let me see what the radius on this is.
You keep thinking about that. I want to know how Fenmore, after the dragon drops Fenmore, with instructions.
Yeah.
By the way, the dragon, we left off with you still in the dragon's tail, coiled and face to face. So the dragon basically instructs you to free her, and escort her to the Jarl's Longhouse where her children are being kept, and you can have free reign with regard to all of that treasure that's sitting in the back of the room.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Give me an insight check, Fenmore.
Beep.
Yeah, I don't have a say. You're the only one.
Insight. Okay, here we go. Bloop. Oh, got a 12?
You have a great feeling about this.
Yeah. Okay, this is business. We can make this happen.
The dragon.
The shinies. There's so many shinies, and nobody to tell me no.
Right.
So
because none of us know that there are shinies or a dragon.
Exactly. The dragon drops you off right here, and you realize, by the way, that this is to the east a little bit there. All those things that Rachel was calling poop all last week.
Yeah.
The wall is broken down there, so you can actually just scoot around the wall there and get and
you can
back
walk
to the
through
door.
the poop over to the treasure.
Okay,
Yes.
I see.
Tiptoe.
So
through
what I
the
realized
poopies.
is that is that if I can't, oh, go ahead.
Give me a stealth check to. This will be for everything. It'll be to get across the room and kind of zip through the door that
Run
you
out
left
the
ajar
door.
behind you.
Okay. Oh,
right, because we're both outside still.
Yep. Gonna roll high. Yes, we are. We're gonna do it. You fucker. 13.
Do you want to use your inspiration?
4 minutes into the
We
game.
just started.
I'm just saying. Otherwise, you may be. They may see you.
And I might get squishy. So yeah, let's. That was stealth, correct?
Yep.
Boop. That's better. 28.
I mean, that was an appropriate use. There is not a problem. You slink at every shadow. There's not even a hint that you are there, and you make it to the door and slip outside through the crack in the door that you left.
Guys, guess what? There's a dragon.
What? What did it look like?
Guess
what
what?
kind of
There's a dragon.
What did it look like?
It looks like it's rich. It has tons of gems and jewels, and
That's
it
pretty
told
cool.
me to go save babies or something, and they would give it to me.
Do
Us.
you
They
not
would
really
give it
not
to
remember?
us.
So it wants you to kill those two frost giants because they have the key to the magical collar that's keeping it prisoner.
Oh yeah, that.
And
babies.
she also said she wants you to escort her back to the Jarl's Longhouse to save her babies.
Yes, I remember the babies part. Everything
We're
else,
going to
nope.
Gerlsberg Lake Cheese House.
There's one other thing that I need you to remember, and this is an important part. She believes her eggs are being stored in the Jarl's treasure chamber.
The eggs are in the treasure chamber.
In the
Oh,
Longhouse.
right. Her name is Icingraug.
Yep.
The White Dragon. I wrote that down. See, Seth, I only write important stuff down.
You do.
So if it's in my notes, it happened and it's very important.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so what's planned, friends?
All right. I clue you all in on the details. What do you say? Are we going to go kill him? Are we going to try
Why
to
not?
should.
It couldn't get any worse. If the dragon attacks us, well, it wasn't meant to be. This was bad fucking day. I'll see you all in hell.
Everybody except for Fenmore, give me an insight check.
I'm not good at that.
What do you mean?
I got
You're
a
not-
17.
Yeah.
I have a +0 on insight.
So you rolled high.
I did.
You know what? I would say with Rocky's knowledge of how the lizard brain works and how animals and feral things work, as long as those eggs are held over Icingraug's head, you think it's likely that she will keep her word. Now, once she has her eggs back, all bets are probably off.
Right, so don't piss her off once we've helped her get her eggs. Maybe she'll be just grateful enough that we don't have to, fight her. If she takes the eggs and flies away, that's the best outcome for us.
Yeah.
So, no asking if you can have one of her eggs.
What if she conveniently forgets one? What if she's so overwhelmed by the amount that she got back that she doesn't notice what is missing?
We'll discuss that if we come to it, but for the love of God, don't bring up taking one of her eggs.
Okay, heard. I hear you.
And just to be clear, Fenmore,
I will Eldritch blast you off the cliff and into the icy water.
I don't want to do that. That sounds
and
not very fun.
tell the dragon forget you heard anything. She was an idiot. They were
Fenmore, you remember Icingraug saying on multiple occasions, her 7 eggs. 7 eggs. 7 eggs.
So my suggestion is
look at this even 6 eggs that you have.
So Seth,
Yes.
we'll need a game master ruling on this. So each giant takes up this entire 10-foot
Yeah, let me put it back. Put them back.
square where they're sitting, right?
Yep.
And if I cast hypnotic pattern directly between them, the hypnotic pattern will extend 5 feet into each of their squares.
Yeah,
So
that's
we'll
fine.
touch
I am perfectly fine with it's a 30 sphere. Yeah.
30 foot diameter sphere. So it'll go 5 foot into each of their spheres.
Yep, that is absolutely correct. I am fine with that.
If you ruled no, I would have a backup plan, which is using minor illusion to lure one of them closer to the other.
All right. So what you doing, friends?
Killing giants.
I'm going to cast hypnotic pattern on the 2 to start combat.
All right, let me launch.
So if that happens, can I immediately rage and then hit them while we're surprise attacking them?
You can rage before combat starts because you guys will have a surprise. You will have surprised them.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to hit that button right there. And all right, I'm going to auto roll for them. Let me change the music up to some combat music.
What, you didn't like my Amok Time Star Trek rendition?
I wasn't paying enough attention. I was literally playing with all the crap down here that I got to deal with. There you go. All right, put yourselves where you want to be. I'm going to put Baravire sort of right there. So be able to run through the door quickly.
Okay, I'm just going to kind of...
Well, I have to go first because I'm raging, right?
Well, can I see them through the... Can I see them through the doors, or do I have to crack the doors open?
The door has remained cracked. Fenmore rolled high enough on their stealth both last week and tonight to... that's not a problem at all.
As long as I can see the crack through the crack in the door, or as long as I can see them, I can cast the spell.
Hold on.
That's
10,
and that's
10,
just
20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So you got to be by the first... Is it 60 feet or 120?
120.
All right, then. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I should be good. So let me just lead off with hypnotic pattern.
All
and
right.
everyone, after I cast hypnotic pattern, if either of them is makes their saving throw, that's the one you hit.
Okay.
So basically, if either of them aren't standing there and drooling, kill me.
Yep. All right. So go ahead, everybody. Roll initiative. We'll know what it's up after the rage and the hypnotic pattern happen.
So are we agreeing they are 70 feet from us inside the door?
They are 70 feet from you. Yes.
Okay. So if I'm running, I can only run 40 feet, right?
Correct. But you
could dash.
You could dash, but you would lose your rage unless they hit you, or if you dashed, you would lose your rage unless they hit you.
Okay, so I'm running.
Because you can always throw a javelin to maintain your rage.
Right, and I have one that comes back to me, so I will do that.
Yep.
I was just planning.
All right. So give me your
initiative.
Hit your initiative roll, and you have advantage on them now.
I do, and I still did shitty.
And you got a 6 with advantage.
I got a 1 also, Seth.
You did, but you still got a 6.
I did.
All right.
Because I got a 4 with a +2.
So you're going to laugh at this one. You ready? It goes, after the surprise round, it goes Baravire, Lenora, Fenmore, them, Rocky.
Yep, I got a 17.
What did the camel roll?
The camel goes with Baravire.
Baravire would want the camel to play.
The camel goes with Baravire.
Okay.
All right.
Camel's in place.
All right, cool. So, what am I rolling for the Hypnotic Spectre? Hypnotic pattern. It is Wisdom save?
Wisdom 15.
Wisdom 15. All right. Frost Giant A. They're having a conversation about how annoyed they are that they're not out fishing. And Frost Giant A fails.
Woohoo! At least half down.
Frost Giant B succeeds.
All right, so we know which one it is.
So tell me what Lenora sees through the crack, casts the hypnotic sphere. I'm assuming everyone else is looking away since you guys don't want to be hypnotized. A gets hypnotized, and what happens next? We are now Rocky rages, and now we're in combat. So Barravire will go first, and then here's what I got. I got Barravire, Lenora, Fenmore, them, Rocky, and then back to the top of the order.
I'm fucking angry.
I'm fucking angry. Barravire is going to.
As soon as possible, I'm gonna. Okay, yeah.
5.
Does Lenora have one more action or no?
That was her initial action on the surprise round.
Yeah. Now we're in regular combat.
Oh, okay.
But
I'm letting you guys do their surprise things.
This guy.
Yeah, Barravire.
Are you gonna bless all of us or something, or is that something Barravire does? I forget.
Yep, Barravire runs in, and let's see. 10.
Don't
20,
slip in the
30.
puddle in the corner, Barravire.
No, Barravire will make it to
Don't
there.
fall over the poop on the floor.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna use Eldritch Grasp of Adar to bring them closer to us and get him away from his companion.
Oh, shit.
On my turn.
All right, guys. I'm gonna pretend like Barravire knows exactly what Barravire's doing at all times. Barravire is gonna use their bonus action to Misty Step all the way to B, and then Barravire is going to hit B. With a Morning Star, not a Morning Star of Ice, because that is pointless. First attack would be a 24. Barravire will channel Divinity to smite the shit out of it.
Smiley diddly.
All right, so first roll is an 11 plus, down at the bottom, Divine Smite. 1d8 for each spell level. She's just going to use a first level because who knows what else is going to happen today. So an extra d8. And so 14 damage. Uncle Barravire smacks it for 14 damage on the first hit, and the second hit will be a miss. So that is Barravire. All right, Lenora.
All right, so I am going to use Eldritch Blast twice on this guy and come drag him towards me.
Yep.
Right, and
Rocky, you're really, really, really angry, but also
I'm
really
so
slow. Just really slow.
Okay.
Running very slowly.
So Eldritch Blast, first one.
Oh, and Camel Macchiato moved in here. There we go.
So 19 to hit.
19 is a hit.
Okay. Okay, well, only 5 points of damage, but I drag him 10 feet towards me.
Okay.
And I'm gonna Eldritch Blast him again.
All right, 10 feet towards you. Like we're going to say there because it can't be the same thing as Barravire.
He's standing on Barravire.
Right, unless you want to knock Barravire over.
No.
Which I don't think you want to do.
I could always step far enough in that it pulled him that direction.
There
and then
you
I hit him again. Does a 14 hit?
14 is a miss.
Okay. With that, I'm going to step back and back outside the door.
All right. Cool.
I need to concentrate on, make sure I continue my concentration. All right.
Got it.
And let me see.
I got Fenmore on deck, then them, then Rocky.
All right, that was my turn. I did minimal damage, but I'm trying to do battlefield control.
Yep.
Hey, we just appreciate that there's not a second one of them coming at us.
Yep.
I can change my roll. I'm gonna roll. If I add 6 to my roll, does it hit instead?
6 does hit if you're going to use
Okay.
an ability.
So I used Favored by the Gods to let me reroll something once per short rest. So,
So, has anybody seen you use this ability before?
No.
Which is kind of
No.
amusing. Like, Lenora is favored by the gods, so I'm trying to figure out how that looks to the other characters.
Oh.
Exactly. The golden light.
So
Or
I would
purple light.
say inky clouds of darkness and
Yep.
shadow.
Yep. And the sound of crows somewhere and ravens overhead.
Okay, Eldritch Blast. 12 points of damage, and he moves another 10 feet towards me.
I'm going to put him here.
Okay.
All right.
All right. And I duck around, and that's my turn.
Okay. Fenmore. And then them,
All right.
then Rocky, and then back to the top.
Doop, doop. All right, let's see. How far can I move?
So you are, let's say you are, this would be 10, 20, 30, 40.
Oh,
Well, actually
okay.
30. I mean, you could go and like duck behind some of that rubble and fire your bow.
Yeah, I don't want to die, so yes, I will
And
do that.
guess who is within melee range of B, giving you advantage in sneak attack dice?
Oh, hey! Nice!
Yep.
Okay.
And I
use-
forgot to do that for Lenora, sorry.
I'm gonna use my crossbow.
I forget that magical attacks,
God damn it, 11?
we let the 11 is absolutely a miss.
Okay, but I can do a sneak attack, right?
Nope, because you missed.
Nope.
You
Damn
you gotta hit to roll the dice. So you pop your head up from behind the log, you fire the crossbow, and you miss spectacularly.
Great. Off to a good
All right.
start.
Frost Giant A is doing nothing. Frost Giant B, I'm gonna give them a Wisdom saving throw to see if they realize that A can't do a thing. The pattern is physically there in the air, right?
I don't know how long it lasts.
But I mean, like,
think it-
they both saw it. B was just not affected by it, right?
yeah, they both saw it, but I
Alright,
think it
let's-
fades out after a moment.
All right, let's say 15. All right, B is utterly clueless that A is. I got a 2. So B is very clueless that A is frozen with hypnotism. Let's see. B, the only thing B sees is like some fur, a camel, and a tiefling in plate mail. So I guess B is going to go after the tiefling in plate mail. All right. It is going to use its Frost Axe. Oh, God. 29. It critted Barrowfire.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's a problem. Let's see what happens. That would be 21 plus an extra D20. Oh, wait, no, it's D10s. Okay, D10s. D12s. So, 21 plus an extra D12. The crit. Oof. All right, that would be 31 and 10 cold damage.
Ah.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to take care of that. Barrowfire just got crunched by this thing. All right. Who's up? Rocky is up.
I am.
Yeah.
And then
I'm
Sarah,
gonna
but
run-
Sarah's not in combat. 20, 30, 40.
That's as far as I can run.
You are 10 feet away. You could throw a javelin of lightning with advantage since Barrowfire's still in melee combat.
I am gonna do that. Where am I? Here I am.
You know what? I should probably move over the map scene since we're in combat. Sorry about that, guys.
Javelin of lightning, gonna throw you with advantage.
Really?
Woo! I got a crit. I got a 26.
Nice! That's gonna be a lot of damage. That's gonna hurt.
Okay, so I gotta do that. And then, hold on, I gotta do this guy. Oh, I won't. I hit 4d6s.
Nice.
4. Roll! 12!
Nice.
So 9 and 12.
Cool.
Which is numbers.
21.
21.
The javelin comes back to you. You paid a lot of money to have it enchanted.
Yes, I did. Best money I've spent so far this game.
It's like Karlach's returning pike. Sorry.
Other than our Griffin rescue, which we never remember we have.
I don't remember.
I'm going to do that again.
It was, yes, Knight. It was electric. Oh, God. Dad puns. Dad puns.
Boogie, woogie, woogie. Okay, rolling with advantage. Doing it again. I got a 24.
That is definitely a hit.
Okay, and I can't do the electric again,
no,
right?
It's once a day.
That's stupid. 6.
I mean, like literally, if it were any time you hit with it, you would be like Zeus, you know?
Yeah. Yes.
Sorry, no, you're not Zeus.
Yes, I could be. You're stopping me.
I am.
Do you feel good about your power, Seth?
I do.
In your gatekeeping?
I feel quite good about it. Yes. All right. The lightning made it pay attention to you, Rocky. It's annoyed now.
Well, good. Now it's actively engaged with me, so if it hits anyone else, it does less damage.
Well, it is not actively engaged with you yet. It is still 10 feet away. So, what happens when you rage? What? Don't you have special things that happen now?
Where are we?
Right.
I gain advantage on strength checks and saving throws, not attacks. +2 melee damage with strength weapons. Resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, slashing damage. You can't cast or concentrate on spells while raging, which is great because I couldn't do those normally, so it's fine.
It's Ancestral Protectors is what I'm looking at. Ancestral Protectors.
If you are knocked unconscious or if your turn ends and you haven't attacked a hostile creature since your last turn or taken damage since then, you can also end your rage as a bonus action. Why would I do that?
All right, so
I'd like to be less mad for 5 minutes, please.
Scroll down to Ancestral Protectors. So while raging, the first creature you hit with an attack on your turn has disadvantage on any attack that isn't against you. So it basically is forced to attack you now.
Wait, where are you?
Under features and traits.
That's a great thing for a barbarian to use.
Yep. And you also
I never look at this.
You also have Spirit Shield, which I'm going to remind you of. I'm not going to remember, but if you are raging and another creature within 30 feet of you takes damage, you can use a reaction to reduce that damage by 2d6.
Right, I was going to use that, but Baravire was 70 feet from me,
too
so
far
it
away
didn't
from you.
count.
Okay, yep. All right, so now we have established what your special abilities while you're raging are. And you've had both of your attacks. We will go back to the top of the order with Baravire.
I can attack recklessly.
Yes, you can, but that means I get advantage on my attacks against you.
That's stupid.
I did it all the time when I played a barbarian. I was literally like, yeah, I'll take advantage. My job is to be hit as the barbarian. That's my job.
I have advantage on dex saving throws against effects that you can see while not blinded, deafened, or incapacitated.
Yep. Let's see. Baravire is going to attack with the Morning Star with advantage. No, because you are not engaged with it. So just a regular attack. And rolled a 3. So, by show of hands, who would like me to spend Baravire's inspiration to reroll that?
Yeah.
Unless you want me to wait until later, because,
No.
All right, I'm going to reroll it. There's the inspiration gone for Baravire. 18 is a hit. So there we go. Baravire will roll damage of 10 Plus, we'll use Searing Smite on a Frost Giant. And that does another 3 fire damage, but actually, what would be time and a half? I'll go up with it. So instead of 6, it'll be 5, because guess what? Fire giant or frost giants really hate fire.
Ooh.
All right.
Do I have anything that's on fire?
That's what I'm looking for.
Right. So she calls out to her gods, and her sword, her morning star, flashes with flame as it hits, and the giant does not like that at all. Second attack. This is what paladins do. Second attack.
This is what democracy looks like.
And oh wow, she gets Bearvire, he gets +8 to hit. So Bearvire rolled an 8 and actually hit.
Oh, okay.
Heck yeah.
13 damage. Bang. And we already used the bonus action, so that will be the 13 damage, and Bearvire will be done. However, Camel Macchiato will come up here and turn around and horse kick or camel kick the giant.
Woo!
Has no bonus. Oh, it does. It has +3 strength. It literally gets +3 on a d20 roll to attack. All right, fine.
I forgot I have an ice knife.
All right. Well, it got a 7, so it missed.
Oh. I have a magical ice knife.
All right. Lenora, please. Oh. Ooh, shit. Well, I was so excited about doing damage, I forgot to use lay on hands on Lenora. So Lenora's still at 21 hit points. Oops.
Oh, I should be fine. You mean Bearfire?
Or Bearfire. I'm sorry. Bearfire's at 21 hit points.
I haven't been hit. I don't have that many hit points. All right, Lenora's gonna rinse and repeat. She's gonna duck inside, move here, and try and hit him with a couple of 2 more Eldritch Blasts.
Yep.
Oh, that does not hit.
What did you get?
12. Does not hit.
12 is definitely a miss.
All right, I'll try again. 23.
23 is definitely a hit.
Okay, so 11 points of damage.
Reroll that first one, by the way, since you have advantage because Bearfire.
You don't have advantage on ranged attacks.
Oh, okay. All right. I've been giving... oh, right. It doesn't matter for rogues' sneak attack as long as they are engaged with somebody else.
So, but that pulls him 10 more feet.
I'll let you, if you want him there or if you want him diagonal, that's fine, whichever way. You probably want him there because Camel Macchiato will give will give Rocky...
So, and after that, I'm just going to duck right out and keep concentrating and give him the finger as I step out the door.
I love it. All right, Fenmore.
And by the way, I do mean that literally. I want to get him to chase my ass.
I'm just picturing you actually using your middle fingers to shoot with. All right, what is our lovable Tabaxi doing?
All right, I'm going to go after B again with the crossbow.
All right.
I don't have a good feeling about this, but I'm still going to try.
Hey.
And click the button. Do it. 16?
That's a hit. 16 is a hit. Yay. Hey, you have zeroed in on the fact that their armor class is 15.
Okay.
Says you. I haven't zeroed in on anything, Seth.
All right, 11.
Am I talking to Rocky or Rachel? Yes.
I was like, zeroing in is not Rocky's specialty.
And can I do sneak attack?
Yes, because it is paying more attention to Rocky and Camel Macchiato than it is to you.
Perfect. Hell yeah.
So you just pop up from behind the fallen lumberer and So 11 on the regular attack and 18 on the sneak attack side of that. All right.
They called the shit poop.
Yep, 29.
Don't put it out with your boots, Tim.
All right. Every round that its buddy doesn't do something, I'm going to drop the DC of its wisdom check by 5, so it's going to be 10 now, because obviously, something's wrong.
Okay.
So I'm going to give it a wisdom check to see if it realizes what's going on. It got an 11, so it now understands that its buddy is asleep. So Rocky, you're going to get an attack of opportunity, but not until it swings at you twice. So, 14, I believe, is a miss, because I rolled a 5. Is that correct? Rocky?
You what?
14 is a miss?
Yes.
All
For
right.
once.
Yay. And 17?
17 hits.
All right. That would be 24 regular damage plus, hold on, we'll have it all. So 24 plus 7 is 31. You're going to take 15 damage in bashing. Oh, the cold damage doesn't get halved, so you're going to take 12 bashing and
I don't take
7
cold damage, Seth.
Oh, I forgot. You're a Goliath. You are resistant, so that's halved anyway. So you're gonna take 4 from that. So 12 and 4 is 16.
I can also take I'll take 14.
Yep.
I can also I should save my stone's endurance.
I mean, just to remind you, this is the battle to free the dragon, and then you got to go figure out what's guarding the eggs.
Right, but I can reduce my damage by 1d12 plus 4, so my brain says that I should use that on a possibly worse hit. Like,
Yep.
14 damage isn't that bad for me.
That's true. 14 damage is like nothing for a frost giant. So yeah, maybe wait.
Okay, so I'm going to take my 14 damage. I still have 68 hit points.
All right. Now you get a free attack as it turns its back on you and shakes its buddy awake.
Am I able to move 5 feet closer so I can be able to attack it?
Well,
with my greatsword?
You know what? It has 10-foot reach. You don't. So I'll let you throw a javelin at it if you'd like.
No, I want to hit it with my greatsword. My javelin doesn't do enough damage.
Well, that's unfortunate. It is not close enough because it has a 10-foot reach, so it can actually stand 1 square away from you and still be in melee with you.
I mean, am I able to move with my
No, because
surprise attack?
it is not your
Okay.
turn. Right.
That's what I was trying to ask.
Yep,
Okay.
yep.
So I will javelin of lightning it, not with advantage because none of us are melee with it, or
So while it was moving away from you, you still had advantage because it was still
so
next
I
to
will roll
Count
with
Macchiato.
advantage.
Yep. That's
18.
a hit. And it wakes its buddy up. So now A is no longer
5 damage.
Frozen. 5 damage tis. It's looking kind of hurt. Rocky, you are up. And then
Could
we'll
it
be
look
back to the
more
top of the
hurt?
order.
That would be great. Okay, now I can move. I am angrily running at it. Oh, it moved back to me? What are you
It moved
doing?
back to wake up its buddy.
Okay, well, I'm moving. What is this? 5 feet from it, or which square are you putting it in?
It is right here in this square. So if you want to be in combat with it, you got to be right there.
Okay, that's fine. I just didn't want to step on its toes.
Yep. Or you could be right here. Whichever.
Right there is great.
Yeah.
Nope.
Oh, you wanna be
pick
down?
The
Yep,
down
okay.
one.
That's fine. I got it.
Okay, I am going to hit it with my great sword, my great axe.
Okay.
Because my great sword of ice. That's what I'm hitting it with. And I'm not at advantage now, right?
You are not in advantage now, no.
Any other things I need to remember while I'm doing this?
Other than it has to attack you?
Yes, it gets disadvantage on
attacking anybody
all
else.
attacks that are not me.
Yep.
Okay. We're gonna roll 4 the thing. I got a 25.
That's definitely a hit.
And 13 damage.
Cool.
Cool.
No, it is.
How hurt does it look, Seth?
It looks pretty hurt. I mean, you know, its knees look pretty bloody.
Knees.
I mean, you come up to its, you know.
Great. When we kill it, I'm cutting its knees out.
All right, second hit.
I've always wanted some kneecap yarmulkes.
Thank you for that mental image. I really appreciate that.
You're welcome.
And
oh, right, I have to do another one. Sorry, I got complete. I was like, I'm done. I'm not done. I'm doing that again, and I got a 16.
That is a hit.
Doing this again, and I got 15 damage.
Nice.
Haven't killed its knees yet.
Nope. All right, we are back to the top of the order. Bearvire. Bearvire will step forward and swing with
Wait, can
advantage.
Bearvire heal himself?
Bearvire will do that as soon as Bearvire takes their 2 attacks, and they will heal with the bonus action.
Okay.
All right.
And Bearvire is rolling with advantage because we are both in melee,
Because
correct?
you are both in melee range with the giant, yes.
We're melee!
All right. Roll. Okay, 25 is a hit. 17 and a 4. That would be a big ol' 8 damage on the first hit. And a miss on the second hit. And with the bonus action, they will lay hands on themselves. And, I don't know. How much do they have? I don't know what the pool is. 35 hit points. So, all right. They will use 20 of that. So Bearvire, you see Bearvire utter a prayer to their god. And, yeah. Goes up by... You see the wounds just start to heal. And that is Bearvire. Lenora.
All right, I'm going to rinse and repeat because I don't want this guy... I want to make sure this guy cannot wake his friend up.
His friend is woken up. That was their bonus action last turn.
Oh, that was a bonus action?
Yep.
Okay.
Area effect spell might be nice. I'm like, they're in a lovely position for a fireball or a lightning bolt, but I don't know. I don't think that's what Lenora does.
No, she could hypnotic pattern them again, but that would be...
That would mean Bearvire, Fenmore, and Rocky are rolling for that as well.
Well, no, I could place the center of it far enough away from them that it wouldn't get the others.
Got it.
Yikes. Yeah, they're going to get pummeled if I don't do something, aren't they?
I maybe pull B. I don't know why I'm giving you suggestions. You know what you're doing.
Yeah, you know what? Once we have a dragon fighting with us, we'll be in a lot better shape. So, yeah, I'm going to hypnotic pattern them again.
Okay. Hold on, I'm going to read that real quick, because I swore, because we tried to use this in another combat, and, like, everybody who could see it had to roll.
But only within that 30-foot sphere.
Create that weaves through the air inside a 30-foot cube within range. Each creature in the 30-foot cube. All right, yep. So I'm assuming you're going to put the 30-foot cube over them only.
Yep.
Got it. All right.
And they're going to have to...
Yep. Wisdom save.
Yep.
All right. A makes it.
Shit.
B fails. So B is now frozen. Anything else, Lenora?
I'm just going to step outside to powder my nose.
Love it. I love it.
Blocks, yeah. Have fun storming the castle.
Lenora's outside doing coke. Woo! Eldritch Blast!
I'm picturing like, you know, Ricky Bobby doing Eldritch Blast. Boot scooting blasted. Fenmore?
I can go after B, right? They're not too far.
Give me a... Bryn, what kind of check should I make Fenmore make to understand what you just did?
Oh no.
With reference to what did I just do?
Well, B is now
giant, right?
B is now hypnotized, but Fenmore doesn't know that, right? Like Fenmore's not sure what you did, right? So Fenmore said you were going.
I gave them the instructions earlier. If they're drooling and standing still, don't hit them.
That's true. You did say that. You did say that.
I'll be fine with it. And I mean, Lenora could have yelled out to the team in common that who knows if they understood it, right? What Lenora was just about to do. So go ahead. All right, Fenmore, don't attack B because you want to attack A because if you attack B, it will break the hypnotism.
Yes. I think going after A is a good idea. Okay, crossbow. Yeah.
Regular, no advantage. That is 23. Definitely a hit, though. Absolutely a hit. Your crossbow bolt thunks right into them for 6 damage.
6. And sneak attack?
No, because you do not have advantage.
Don't?
All right. A is up. I'm gonna give A the 15. And A does not realize that B is hypnotized, so A is A's sick of getting watching no, it's been hypnotized the whole time, so I guess it's not really paying too much attention to Lenora. All right. It's gonna come right here.
I've been trying to get them to charge after me.
Are you trying to get them to charge after you?
Yeah, I mean, I've been hypnotizing them and flipping them the bird and shooting them with Eldritch Blast and sucking them towards me and giving them the finger.
2, 3, 4.
Yes.
So it's going to take a bonus action to it yells out something in giant, and the words sound magical. And
can it move that far?
It is not going to attack this turn. Its bonus action is yelling out what it yelled out. It sounds like some sort of giant war cry. Rocky, it actually sounded like some sort of plea to the Allfather for aid. So it runs to the door. It does that, and let's see, 2d10 plus 5. Let's see, roll to everyone. That would be 11. So both it and B, the wounds on B start to heal for about 16 hit points of damage.
God.
And somehow A looks a little buffer. Like it almost has temporary hit points or something. And then, Lenora, this thing is closed with you. It's bust open the doors. It's standing right in front of you.
Great.
Give me a dexterity save, 10. Just to jump out of the way when it, literally smashes the doors open.
Okay. Give me a second.
You see it coming, so, hopefully a 10 will get you out of the way.
Okay, yep.
Cool.
Dexterity 10. I'm going to Oh, I made it. Just barely.
All right, cool. You are out of the way. The doors are burst wide open, and that is their turn. Rocky.
What? Yes.
All right. So, you are in the middle of a rage. There is a pretty hurt frost giant in front of you that's just standing there wobbling and drooling. What you doing?
Wait, B. Yes, it's Rob.
Well,
He is-
actually, if he is completely unresponsive, it's an automatic crit. If you
Yeah,
hit.
it's automatically a crit if you hit. So you just add an extra point of damage. However, as soon as you do, the hypnotism is broken.
So I should not hit the one that's drooling.
I mean, it looks kind of hurt. Odds are good, like 3 or 4 more hits, and it'll be down.
Okay,
And a
so
crit,
I'm gonna
maybe
hit
3.
B, and I get
2.
to hit B with advantage, right? Because Bearvire and I are both still there.
Yep. Well, you get advantage anyway because it's hypnotized. It's
Right,
automatically
well,
crit.
I want more advantage,
Yeah, you don't get a third dice, no.
but I could have.
You could, but no.
I did crit.
You critted anyway. That's okay. Yeah, that's good. That'll make it easier. You don't have to add the extra die.
20 damage.
Nice. It is still standing, and it is no
God
longer
damn it.
hypnotized.
I'm hitting it again with advantage still.
Yep.
I got a 10. I got
Yeah,
two
no.
twos.
All right. You actually miss, and it is very angry and looking very, very much like it wants to do grievous harm to you. We are back to the top of the order. Bearvire. Bearvire will try to hit it. And Bearvire will roll with advantage. And he smacks the shit out of it and will waste another first level smite. And let's see, 2d8. So that's going to be 6 radiant and 9, 15 damage on the first hit. And let's see if it's still alive. It is indeed still alive. And on the second hit, it will be... Sorry, I should roll with advantage. That's still a hit. 27. 7 damage, and... Oh, since we already used the bonus action. So, 7 on the second hit. It is reeling. There is blood gushing from multiple wounds, but it is still standing. Lenora. Oh, hold on. Camel Macchiato's going to try to kick it.
Yes. Kick Camel Macchiato.
Camel Macchiato hits it.
Good job. It's good camel.
Oh, Lord. It does D4. D4 plus 3. Camel Macchiato just did 7 damage, which is literally what Bearvire did with the Morning Star. I love it.
Sharp moves.
All right. Lenora, then Fenmore, then we'll see what happens. And then we will... Do you want to take a bio break now? I don't know if we're going to get to the second combat tonight. You want to finish this one?
Yeah, let's go ahead and finish this one, then get a drink.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, Lenora.
All right, so I'm going to bust out my Wand of Fear.
Ooh.
And let me see.
Hold on, before you do that, give me an insight check. 15.
Okay, insight 15. 17.
Yeah, whatever spell that thing cast, it's almost like it might have some sort of advantageous roll on a saving throw. You are a warlock, you're figuring it out, but remember, it cast some sort of spell that made it glow and healed them both, so...
So he's under some sort of protection spell.
I'm basically saying Lenora can figure out, from a mechanical standpoint, they probably have advantage on their saving throws because of whatever spell they cast.
Okay, so do they have concentration right now? Would I know if it's a concentration spell?
It doesn't really tell me in the Frost Giant text box. It's literally a bonus action called War Cry.
Okay.
So it doesn't tell me if it's concentration. I'm assuming it just says until the start of the Giant's next turn, so it will have it still, but probably won't after its turn. And, from a mechanical standpoint, Lenora is witchy enough to understand what's going on.
Well, poop, that's not great.
I just don't want you to waste it.
Yeah. All right. So I'm going to blast him twice with Hex and try and blow him away from me.
You got it.
So first one. Whoops, that's wrong one. Sorry, my apologies.
You wasted a 6 on it.
19 hit?
Yep, remember 15.
All right, so 10 points of damage, and I send it 10 feet back.
Yep.
All right, and then I shoot it again.
So miss.
13 does not hit. All right, well, I'm going to use that to move 30 feet.
get the fuck out of Dodge. You're
30
fine.
feet back.
Yep.
And also, Fenmore, this would be a good chance for you to get in. Yeah. Oh, no. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Fenmore should probably run because they are a very squishy target. Well, Fenmore should probably either... you can use your bonus action to disengage, so you could actually get in, skew it with your rapier, and then use your bonus action to get the fuck away.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
All right.
All right.
Use whatever melee weapon you have as the best to hit.
All right.
I would recommend.
Rapier.
Let's see, Fenmore.
Ooh, 25.
Was it a crit?
No. 18 plus 7.
All right. Well, that's a thing. Why do you have Scorching Ray?
I don't know. I just noticed that.
Oh, because you have a cute little circlet around your head that's a circlet of blasting.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. Well, after that,
you bought that a long time ago. It's funny.
Yes, I did because I forgot about it.
All right. 11 damage.
And how far can I run?
Let's look at your character sheet.
40, 60?
So you are Tabaxi. I still think, it's 30 feet. But
30 feet.
You have... Let's see. You have...
And Fenmore
you have 2-weapon fighting, by the way. Go ahead and roll for your offhand. Roll for the short sword.
Oh, okay.
Yep. You don't get your +4, so -4 from your roll. Just go ahead and roll with the short sword.
Okay. The piercing damage?
No, roll the attack, right?
The attack, okay.
But we're going to subtract 3 from it, because you don't get the
Got it.
bonus on the offhand.
Okay. -3 is 14.
You missed by 1.
Oh,
right,
poop.
Okay. Go ahead and your bonus
Hey,
action.
Lenora, boop. Fenmore?
Too far away.
Run. I'm going to go behind this poop.
All right, you're like, all right, I'm gonna stick you with my rapier, and then I'm gonna hide behind this log right here and hope you don't see me. You know what?
Yeah.
Go ahead, give me a stealth check. Your DC is really high though. Give me a stealth check.
I feel good about this.
All right.
Oh, no, it's okay. 17.
Fenmore's pretty sure that they're hidden. Pretty sure.
Yeah, I thought that was a 1. Not a 7.
All right. Fenmore is not hidden.
Oh, no!
17 was really good, Zach.
Yeah, but I mean, literally, you're like, it's like a kid going, "Hi, you can't see," and then ducking down behind the couch, like.
I'm very good at being small.
Yep.
Small.
All right. Does a 19 hit, Fenmore?
Yeah, I'm a 17.
All right. This might be Smushy Cat.
Oh God. Okay. How squishy?
15 regular and 7 cold.
Oh, okay.
Wait, so I can cast my spirit shield now because Fenmore's within 30 feet of me, right?
I'm gonna say yes.
Spirit shield!
So,
I farted out a spirit shield.
Fenmore, the spirits,
The
the
cloud,
long
yeah.
dead spirits of Rocky's tribe come and shield you from a bunch of that blow. How much do
Sorry,
they
it
shield
smells
Fenmore
funny.
for? Sorry, it smells funny. Oh my god. How much?
Oh, I forgot to look. I got so excited I remembered to use it. Where is it? Spirit shield. You can use a reaction to reduce that damage by 2d6. So do I roll the 2d6 or does Fenmore roll the 2d6?
I'll roll it. That's fine. All right. So that was 21 damage. Sorry, 22 damage you took. Minus 6 would be 16.
16?
16 total.
Okay.
Yep. It smells like Asper cream with a hint of naphtha. What? What?
My spirit shield.
All right. Fenmore, Squishy Cat, second attack.
Okay.
Squishy cat, squishy cat.
Oh, I crit failed. I rolled a 1. So hold on. I'm going to roll a dexterity save to see if, let's say 10. They actually drop their axe.
Oh, okay.
It's a little cold in the room and they're a little angry. So the axe clatters to the ground next to you. Bonus action. Oh, I gotta roll. Let's see what happens.
So can I do Scorching Ray?
Is it a bonus action or an action?
I think it's just an action.
So on your turn, you can do Scorching Ray.
Damn it. Okay. I guess I'm gonna run for. There's water over there. I'm gonna go over
water.
Over here.
It's ice. It's ice and snow. Remember, everything's frozen here.
Good point.
Except for that strange tunnel to the north that doesn't seem to be frozen for some magical reason. It's not your turn.
What? God damn it!
It's not, what are you doing?
But I want to run away!
All right, B is still asleep. Do you need to be? How close do you need to be to hold the spell up, Lenora? Do you need? It just doesn't matter. You just keep concentration.
If they've both broken out of it, there's no concentration.
Oh,
left.
they have both broken out of it, right? Which means B has to go after Rocky because Rocky was the last one that damaged it. So, So, my encounter builder in D&D Beyond is throwing an error. Come on.
Uh-oh.
Oh, there it is. All right, cool. We're good. We're back. All right. Let me lock that. Everybody gets to see my rules. And B is going to... oh, you know what? Camel Macchiato and Baravire and Rocky are all in a nice little line there, so it's going to swing its axe around and do a sweep attack around at all of you.
That seems bad.
I jumped over it. I'm just telling you I did.
I know. You jumped over it and you landed flat on your back, so you take damage anyway.
No, I did a somersault and I landed in a split.
All right, 27. I'm not even going to bother for Camel Macchiato. Camel Macchiato explodes in a poof of ethereal light.
Explain to Baravire his camel is dead again.
All right, that would be 22 regular and
Are we on Camel
8
Macchiato
cold.
5?
I have no idea what number we're on.
I think we're
So
on 5.
for Baravire, that's 30 damage, and for Rocky, that is exactly 11 and 15.
Okay.
So Baravire doesn't look too good.
Did Baravire heal himself?
On Baravire's turn, sure.
But did Baravire remember to
Yes,
heal himself on his turn
Baravire
last
did.
time?
Baravire spent
Okay.
20 lay on hands points.
I was just double checking that we did that.
Yep, now Rocky is up.
Okay, I am up, and I am going to roll with advantage. on my great sword of ice. The 24.
That's definitely a hit.
9 damage.
All right. It is still standing. I wish you could see my sheet.
I wish I could see your sheet too.
Yep.
Okay, I'm rolling with advantage again. And I got a 26.
All right.
I got a 14.
How would you like to kill this frost giant?
Oh my god, I'm carving its knees out.
Of course you are. You're making knee yarmulkes.
Damn.
I'm making kneecap yarmulkes.
All right.
I will engrave them later.
All right. It falls to the ground, dead.
I also am retaining its penis.
It is now dead.
Wait, was it a woman? I forget. Were these women?
These are women.
I guess I could make her vagina into a hat.
But much like dwarves, the women folk have beards.
I'll figure out what to do with them after we kill the other one.
All right.
I don't know.
I
So
can imagine that would be like the itchiest sweater ever.
Oh, the meds work. Oh my god, the meds work. They work. I'm not saying it. I'll say it on break. I'll say it when we're done. Anyway. All right. Rocky, you still have movement, so if you want to run over to A, you can.
If I run over to A, that means that whoever is fighting A fights with advantage, right?
Correct.
Okay, so I'll run over to A. God damn it.
All right. Back to the top of the order with Baravire, who will maybe stand back here, use the rest of their use the rest of their lay on hands.
Like how many points does that get Baravire back?
Baravire is up to 26 out of 60. But they will use that.
Can I give Baravire a healing potion, or is that something we have to do as an action?
That if you're going to give it to somebody else, that would be an action for your turn. You can eat it as a bonus action. You can drink it.
Okay.
But Baravire will use their lay on hands as their bonus action, and then throw a javelin.
They still need to throw with advantage because we have 2 people in melee, right?
Not for missile weapon.
Oh.
And 16 hit on the second one for a big 8 damage. All right, Lenora.
All right. Sorry, there we go. There's the cursor. All right, 1 dead. Okay, I'm just gonna shoot this mofo in the face.
Okay.
I'm quite happy standing here shooting him in the face. I don't do a ton of damage, but I do enough.
Yep.
No.
And you keep moving them around. Would they have to move back in range? So.
All right. So, 26, and that's 10 points of damage.
Okay.
And
are you moving them?
Let me see. You know
Maybe
what?
not.
No.
Yeah, you want Baravire to be able to get to them.
Where he is. He'd have to charge like crazy to get at me.
And you want to leave them in range for Baravire to get there too.
Right. And Baravire needs to be able to get there and start whomping on him. Right now he's going to be he's in a world of hurt. So I'm just going to tickle him with my finger guns.
with your middle finger guns.
All right, that's another 9 points of damage. It's not a lot of damage.
Yeah, it's fine.
But I've kept these two jokers skipping turns, right? As long as they're running after me or hypnotized or what have you, they're not doing damage to the party.
And by the way, you guys are doing just fine, but it is funny how D&D works because the entire game tonight has been 18 seconds in real life time.
Huh?
3 turns of combat, 6 seconds around. It literally, what we have done tonight has been 18 seconds. So, Fenmore.
All right.
The worst 18 seconds of my life.
I mean, definitely Baravire's. I don't think Baravire's ever been hit for 40 damage in 1 turn before.
Okay. I'm going to hit and then run.
Alrighty. You may attack with advantage and use sneak attack damage because you have advantage because it is in melee with both of you.
Can I do Scorching Ray?
It has to be it can't be a magical attack. It's got to be a regular attack. Now you could just do Scorching Ray and not do sneak attack because Scorching Ray probably does a bunch of damage because frost giants don't like fire.
Yeah, I'm thinking I should do Scorching Ray.
Okay.
3 fiery rays, hurl them at one target within range. And a hit takes 2d6 fire damage. Yes, I am doing this.
All right.
Woo. All right, 8.
That's a miss. Roll again. There's 3 of them, so 3 of them, and each does that much damage. So roll 3 times.
Oh, okay, yay.
Yep.
2. Come on, you can do better. There you go. 17.
That's a hit.
All right.
Yep. And each does 2d6. Yep.
7.
And I'm going to add another d6 to that because they are plus 4 is 11. They are what's the word I'm looking for here? I'm not
dead.
Looking at it right now. No,
dead.
They are susceptible, especially to fire damage.
Oh, yeah.
All right. And you get a third one.
Oh, I get a third one. Yay.
Right? It shoots 3 rays or 2?
3.
Yep.
Let me clear
I
this.
hate doing this in Baldur's Gate 3 and they all miss. It really pisses me off.
Come on. There we go. Okay. Boop. Oh, fucker.
All right.
10.
Well, I mean, since Fenmore is not used to magic shit, right? Fenmore points. A whole bunch of fire comes flying out of their paw, and one of them actually manages to hit.
Yay.
And you can use your bonus action to get the fuck out of dodge and disengage.
Run away.
Yeah.
Going over there. Okay.
You actually have enough to get behind Fenmore, or to get behind Bearfire.
Yeah. That's actually a smarter idea. Let's do that.
All right.
Thank you for being my wall.
A is up, and A is going to swing at Rocky again. Oh, and A crits Rocky!
Good thing I didn't use my stone's endurance yet.
Yep. All right, so 13 plus another 12. That would be 13 and 5 is 18. And then, so 18 halved is 9. And then the cold damage will also be halved because you are a Goliath. That will be 7 halved to 4. We round up. So there you go.
How many points did I just take?
What do we say? 13 plus 5 is 18, so you're going to take 9 and 4, so 15. No, 13. Bad at math. Math is hard. And then second attack is a hit for 21, halved to 11, so you're going to take 11 and 5 cold, so 16 on that one.
So am I able to add those up and use my stone's endurance to have that whole, or to take it off the whole thing, or do I have to?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I mean, it doesn't matter which one you take it off of, right? So what does stone's endurance do? It just gives you a certain amount. That's
reduces damage dealt to you by 1d12 plus 4. So
go ahead and roll a d12.
I got 8, so I got 12, so reduce it by 12 damage.
There you go.
So one of them was 13, so I only take 1 damage for that.
Yep.
And then the other one was 15?
Correct.
Okay, so 16 damage total.
Yep. And, Rocky, take an attack, because it is running out the door as it starts to scream for help.
Nope, I am hitting it with a javelin. Don't let it get out the goddamn door.
No, you get to hit it. No, you get to hit it with your axe. Like, as it moves away is when you're hitting it.
Oh, okay. Do I get to hit it with advantage because it's running away?
No.
That's stupid.
Would you like me to have them roll for advantage when you run away?
Nope, but I got an 11, so I'm going to use my inspiration and re-roll that. Okay, I got a 22.
All right, go ahead and roll damage.
14.
All right. Cool.
I get to do that again, right? Or
now
no?
you are up. Yes. So Rocky, you are up. Are you running after it?
Yes.
Excellent.
I ran over here, and I'm going to hit it with my axe again twice.
Go ahead.
So no one's close enough to me to no advantage.
Correct.
Okay. I got an 18, so that hits.
Baravire and Fenmore. Baravire is not here. Fenmore.
14.
You've heard this sound before, like a minute ago, as the bellow sound of something very, very large starts to inhale deeply behind you.
Out of the way.
Hold on. I am going to hit it again.
Don't think the dragon cares.
Well, I just got a 20.
All right, cool.
And I did another 11 damage.
All right, awesome. So that was 14 and 11, 25. Nice.
Is it injured?
It looks pretty hurt.
Die
and we are at the bottom of the order. Before we get to the top of the order, I just need to A-D-U-L-T, white. All right, adult white dragon. And the breath weapon on an adult white dragon is how much?
A lot.
I'm gonna move one square up.
Okay? Yeah, that's fine. It's not gonna matter. I appreciate that though. All right.
I think that was all the movement I had left. So.
Yep. This entire area in here becomes winter. It just freezing, the coldest thing you can imagine. You know, if you stick your hand out, it will probably like freeze and crack off. So that white dragon's breath comes rushing through the middle of the room, trying to make sure that A cannot raise the alarm. And unfortunately, Rocky is caught in the blast.
But I like cold, so I'm fine.
Yeah, both you and the giant are resistant to cold. So whatever I roll is going to be halved for both of you. Here we go. That's going to be 10d8.
Oh.
Ready? It's certainly going to stop the giant. All right, that's going to be 46 damage. I need a... what kind of saving throw do I need?
Dex, I think.
Oh, I get advantage on Dex saving throws.
DC 19 dexterity saving throw.
I get advantage on those, right? Per my...
I don't know if you do. I think you just have extra on it because...
you do. You get advantage as a barbarian.
There you go. It should be on your sheet. So when you roll it, it should... Yeah. Yep. You absolutely do.
I got a 15.
With your advantage?
Yes.
All right, so you got a 15. If you had succeeded, you would have taken quarter damage. So you're going to take half damage, right? So
which is?
23. And the giant dies. It literally just freezes solid and shatters. So we are out of combat right now.
Well, I have 14 hit points left, so I am going to drink a potion of greater healing.
Maybe we should take a rest.
Or that would be great too.
We can take a rest and regain hit points that way, and I would get back my spells.
There you go.
Okay, so we're doing a short rest?
Well, yeah.
Short rest? Okay.
While no one has technically been arrested, or no one has been alerted, and the dragon is technically still chained up.
It is absolutely still chained up.
We haven't looked for the keys yet, so short rest for everyone.
Right. So my question to you guys is, do we want to take a little break and go for a little while afterward since Ayana's not here and doesn't have to get up early? Or we could also just stop after this one and pick it up next time.
I mean, I'm good to keep going if anyone else wants to keep going.
I can keep going.
Fenmore.
Yeah, that's fine.
Why don't we take a little bio break right now for like 3 or 4 minutes, and we'll come back and you can see what's going to happen now. All right. So we'll be back in just a moment, folks. Sit tight.
Okay.
And one of them will, as a favor to Dragomir, teleport you to and from Saltmarsh should you wish to go.
And if you twerk, we twerk, they twerk.
Could
We
not
all
have
twerk.
said it better. Is that Proverbs? Or like, do you want to cite?
That's
I think
Pogo
it's a
Sticks
Bible
book 2.
verse.
And he probably has his badge on still, like, you know.
It's a Chippendales sheriff dance.
Yes.
Well, you could just use the bag to badge to like cover the naughty stuff.
It's glasses, loincloth, badges foreign.
I don't know how big this badge is, but I think that's a tall order.
I feel like Sensen should have a really big badge.
Such a big badge.
Welcome to our shit show, friends.
There's some S&M chaff, so yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, I mean, I'm like,
all kinds, baby.
wow. Okay. Cool.
Present
So
day.
saying assless is just redundant.
Yeah, but saying assless, you wanna emphasize the fact that you're all cheeked up on a Tuesday when you're wearing them.
I'm trying to watch our Twitch stream, but I just kept seeing this ass is really bomb looking. Did I say it wrong? Our tit stream, our
a little
Twitch
bit,
stream.
maybe.
Well, you know what? When it comes to me, this is the exception. So, like, get on my level. Second of all I keep seeing is this bomb-ass chicken sandwich ad that looks so good, and I want to eat it.
The magic lube is made in the swamp, and it's normally, like, pure and holy or whatever, but occasionally when somebody gets murdered in there, it turns evil.
Is it sticky?
It's probably sticky.
I mean, it's a little bit sticky. It came from a kid.
Jam hands, man. I'm not. Look, I want to look at the book, but I don't want to touch it until we can wipe off the most
I'm gonna
likely
press
jam.
digitize the jam and stickies off of it.
But it is gorgeous. It's one of the most beautiful and moving things you've ever seen. Most people don't get to see a drow civilization.
Well, that's beautiful and fascinating, but also kind of dangerous. Anybody else want to take a look before we start doing the dynamite thing?
Can I stealth myself as well? Can I roll stealth? Just because why not?
Well, I mean, you gotta do something. You can't just, hey, I'm stealthy, right? What are you trying to do stealthily?
Just be super hot and stealthy. Like, I want everybody to see how hot and stealthy I am. It's so stealthy of me.
She keeps saying they're looking for a magic cock.
She's already got Eric. I don't know what she's looking for. Like, babe, fucking come dance with who you came with.
Dee Dee, are you hearing that correctly too?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're saying cock. I want to say they mean conch, but I'm really not. I hope they mean conch, but like also they mean cock.
I mean,
that's fine too.
I mean, to each their own, sure. But I guess they're looking for a magic one?
Oh, it's definitely got to be magic. You know, why look for one if it's not... I mean, either way, if it's a cock or a conch, why look for one if it's not magic, that is.
Chat about how we can simultaneously take her out and convince Dryland to go into a back room with us for a private business meeting, which may or may not result in him tied up to a chair.
Is Sensen gonna give him a lap dance?
That might be ultimately the plan, yes.
We've had experiences where some of our clientele have gotten a little bit too handsy. So we've actually introduced a little bit of a fun experience where you surrender yourself to the Dragonborn and the Dragonborn surrenders something to you. So I'm going to just very gently, just, you know, it's just playful. I'm just gonna just hold your wrists and your ankles down. You can tap out. The safe word is Neverwinter, but it's just a little bit of a fun thing.
I'm really sad the butthole collapsed. Never good when the butthole collapses.
Do they have
Alright.
little chaps on?
No, they are not. you get the squirrel now. To be able to chops
I
on.
don't even know if they have asses.
Probably Flacco of some kind.
Asses are relative.
Your magical physiologies professor could tell you.
We will ask.
Here?
You pest of butts.
Yeah, but where does the poop come from?
I mean, it's got a something. But does it have enough of a cheek for it to be considered an ass?
Alrighty, we are back. Yes. Alright, so short rest. Let me turn down the music a little bit.
Well, during the short rest, the first thing I'm going to do, because you can do like minor things, is I'm going to rummage the giants for the key and set the dragon free immediately.
Good idea.
Because honestly, just sitting around for an hour while the dragon waits for us to set it free is probably just going to piss it off.
It in that very sinuous, silky, cultured voice, thanks you profusely and says, "Are we ready to visit the Longhouse now and free my children?"
Sure. Just one thing. We don't do so well with the cold, so try not to hit us as much as you hit them if you're going to breathe on them.
Well, of course, but we couldn't have it raising the alarm, could we?
Oh, I had a plan for him too.
Excellent.
I got it.
And as the collar clicks off, the dragon casts a spell, and standing in front of you is a frost giant.
What?
He polymorphed.
It has turned itself into a frost giant for disguise.
Got it. Smart. Very smart.
It walks over and picks up one of the axes and hefts it. And in a very gruff voice and in giant, says, "Whenever you're ready."
All right.
So
Does it have any identifying markings so we recognize it and not making it one of our enemies?
What, do we all look alike to you, you racist? No, sorry. Yes. I mean, obviously you can tell which one it is. It actually has.
We could tell.
Yeah, it has a very distinct braid set in its beard.
Okay.
There you go.
Its hair is all white.
Yes. Well, most frost giants' hair is white, so.
God damn it.
All right. Let me flip over to the map scene here and zoom way the fuck out. Actually, let's change it to the... Let's see, hold tight. Need to go to that one. There we go. Wow, we really mangled the shit out of that map, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you guys are over here in number 4 in the top right.
Mm-hmm.
So wait, where's Camel Macchiato? There's Camel Macchiato. So you guys are over here. All right.
Okie dokie.
The
Camel Macchiato is the ship. You just moved the ship on the house.
Oh, sorry.
Hmm.
And I just... All that stuff is not apparently tied to the map.
Good.
All right, so that's fine. You guys are up here in 4, and where the dragon is saying its clutch is down here in 1, in the big one in the bottom. So... it tells you that it knows that there are giants guarding the longships and that there are giants and humans, indentured servants, in number 3 working on the ships in the dry dock.
Okay, I'm still...
Do the humans want to be indentured?
Probably not.
She looks at you and shrugs.
Should we free them?
My eggs come first.
I mean, 100%. But, like, can we maybe free the people after that?
You can do as you will after.
Okay.
All right. We will liberate your eggs forthwith.
Wonderful.
Fifth ward.
And how shall we get to the longhouse?
So I need to reload the map. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
So which one is the longhouse?
The one, number 1.
Number 1?
Yeah, right down at the bottom.
And we're at number 4 currently?
Correct.
I'm going to... the shortest way is going past 3 and then back to 1.
That's correct. However, there is no land bridge unless you'd walk across the ice and snow across the top.
Which is what we did before.
Doesn't care. Yeah, Icingraug doesn't give a shit.
And wait, the dragon can't fly us there because it's not a dragon right now, right?
Correct. Plus, it would attract a lot of attention in its normal form.
Right.
So, you know what? Because I don't want to be making a bunch of rules to not fall in the water, icy water, let's go by 2. And we'll just play it casual because we got a giant with us.
Yeah.
You know,
totally normal.
Walk casual.
I would just say we should look like we've been captured, and then the giant can be like, "I'm dealing with him. Don't bother us."
Icingraug goes over to one of the one that hasn't been frozen to death, and rummages around and finds some chains in its backpack and says, "Here, put these on."
Loosely.
I'll hold it. I will hold the chain. I'm not putting it on. I will hold it though.
Put it on without locking it. Put it on without locking it. That way we can we can just drop the chains and immediately go to fighting.
Sure, that sounds fine. Like, I am absolutely not locking myself up.
Neither am I.
Are you sure? Are you sure you're not? You sure? Anyway.
I mean, Rocky's probably a masochist. I don't think she likes to be confined.
Hold on, I gotta take a look at the. So that ship to the north there is ruined. It's not. It's partially covered in ice and whatnot. And I just want to check something out real quick about it.
We should go insult someone's ship making ability since they have a ruined boat. I feel like that would really get some goodwill going.
Well, I mean, it's sort of entombed in the ice, right? It's not like it was built badly. It was just, it was here for a long time and got overgrown with ice.
I mean, clearly they have a whole bunch of buildings that are ruined. They should have done better construction. I just think we can absolutely, if it comes down to it, embarrass them and their construction abilities. They seem to be very big on shipbuilding and fishing, and they should be insulted about both.
All right. I will remind everyone that you just took how long? A half hour rest, or an hour rest?
Yeah.
It is just, let's say 1 PM at this point, and Icingraug would like to remind you that come sunset, which is early here in the north, the Jarl will be returning from his hunt with several longships.
Okay, we will. Let's move. We've taken our short rest. Let's move with a purpose.
Yes.
All right.
Sorry, I'm getting all military here.
No, that's okay. So I'm going to say you're out on that little right. Let's see. I'm going to move Camel Macchiato anyway. Let's say you were standing right here. You all, you don't actually see anyone. The day is still pretty clear and pretty bright.
Yeah, so we'll go counterclockwise.
Hey, while we're doing this, can I take another potion of healing just for fun?
Absolutely. Let's say you did it before you went outside because, obviously prisoners drinking potions of healing is not a thing that happens normally.
I need a 2d4 plus 2.
All right. This ship, everything's frozen. The deck, the everything. Icingraug and Fenmore, as a pirate and a tabaxi, do not actually have to roll, But I would like everyone else to roll to keep their balance on this frozen ship that is half, rotten and kind of at a tilt in the ice.
Which one are we rolling?
Just give me a dexterity saving throw, DC 12.
Which I get advantage on.
Yep.
Okay, made it.
I got a 17.
Oh, let me check for Barrowfire. Oh, and
Traps.
actually, let me take a nice little short rest for Barrowfire too. We're gonna spend 4 of those hit die. There we go. Hey, Barrowfire is back to full. All right,
I'm still
cool.
half dead.
Barrowfire is unfortunately out of lay on hands. So.
Even after the rest?
Long rest.
Oh.
Yep.
Hey, Dragon, can we sleep overnight?
No.
It's probably not real.
No.
Storvald will be back in hours.
Right, that's a good point.
Everybody made it. Oh, let me roll for Barrowfire, right? That's why I went over here. Dexterity. Oof, it was hovering on 8 and then rolled the 16. So, all right, Barrowfire manages not to slip into the water and pull the rest of you through the chains with them. And I'm going to say, since there's really nothing else going on over there, you make it all the way around to the back door of 1. And let me switch maps, and I will put everybody down where they should be. All right, let's see. All right, and that would be here. All right. Yes. All right, I got to make the map. Let me see if I can get everybody. There's Eleonora. Actually.
Oh no, we're in the room with the giant poo splatters and the pointy rug.
So funny thing is, I actually looked it up in the book after game last time, and that is not a rug. That's actually a mammoth, frozen mammoth on a spit that they are carving out hunks of frozen flesh of.
Ooh, that's cool.
Mmm, mushy.
All right.
So it's bleeding. That's not shit, it's blood.
Yes, that is frozen blood all over the floor.
Okay.
All right. Now.
I feel better about that. A 10-foot pile of shit was way more distressing than a 10-foot pile of blood.
Oh my god. I love you guys.
Do you, though?
I do. All right. There we are. And you recall from earlier, let me give you the little spiel about this bit. This would be Area 1. All right. So this is a 3-story. This is the biggest structure there. All right. This looks like a huge lodge for all intents and purposes. It's partially buried under the ice, but you see the entrance, the main entrance in the back where you guys are standing right now. Yeah.
So we're coming in the back door. That's what she said.
Well, it's the back door is actually the main door, right? It's the one facing the inside.
Yeah, that's also what she said.
Exactly. The back door is the main door, really. All right.
She says a lot of things, Steph. She doesn't always think them through first.
All right. So this is a feast hall, right? You actually, when I believe...
looked in here already, and we didn't see any eggs before, so they must be in the back part, right?
There are 3 stories. This thing is 100 and some feet high. I mean, Fenmore could always try climbing the icy walls.
I would rather not.
What if I throw you up the walls?
Are we tabaxi tossing now?
Yes, like a caber toss, but a tabaxi. Or like a tabaxi put.
All right, so Icingraug leads you inside.
We're just boldly going.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Oh right, because we're in chains and we look like we've been captured.
Right.
And there does not appear to be anyone in here. I would like everyone to give me perception checks, please.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh, really? 12.
Okay.
Got a 1.
Lenora.
Can't see shit.
So above you is a, let's say from like here to here to here. This isn't precise, but like something like that in a square is open to the next level and then open to the sky on the third level above it. Okay? So that those 4 dots.
Like an atrium?
Yeah. And Lenora, there's something moving up in the rafters.
Goody.
Is it another dragon?
What's not Icingraug?
Icingraug does not know and has not seen them. It's multiple little things.
Icingraug, there's something up there in the rafters.
She looks up, like peers very closely. A sound that does not in any way sound like a sound a humanoid should make comes out of her throat, and she says, "They won't bother us."
Okay.
Cool.
Do we know what they are?
Icingraug doesn't really explain it. I will give Lenora an Arcana check.
10.
Some sort of wacky... You've never seen anything like it. They look like flying little lizards made of ice.
Okay. All right, so there was some lizard to lizard communication going on here. I'm not saying that out loud. I'm not pissing off the dragon. I'm not that dumb.
Can I have an ice lizard set?
Mate,
sure.
Do you want to go try to catch one? Everybody else will go try.
So you go down to the Florida Keys. You wait for a cold snap. And when the iguanas
fall out of the tree,
the trees on the ground in front of you, congratulations, you got an ice lizard.
Thank you.
And yes, and you should take as many of them as you can out of Florida across state lines, all across the country.
That seems very reasonable. And
right.
also
a
really thing that should be done.
So.
Yeah. All right. Icingraug says, I've only seen this place. I haven't been in it. I am assuming my clutch is on the upper floor, but this is about as small as I am going to make myself. She looks down at the rogue and says, "You, Tabaxi, open that door back there."
Check it for let's check it for traps.
Can the little ice lizards tell us anything? They speak?
I don't want anything to do with them, and quite frankly, I told them that I would eat them and their progenitors and their descendants if they bothered me. So I don't think they'll be talking to us.
Oh.
Fair enough.
So me in particular, you want me to open the back door?
She just starts walking across the room and points and says, "Yes, this door."
Right.
Are we still chained?
Yes.
I'm assuming you dropped it all if you want.
Yeah, we dropped it.
There's no one in here, so.
Check it for traps.
Right, I'm going to check for traps first.
Check it for traps.
Can Bearfire make the camel again, or no?
That's an hour-long ritual, and I don't think Bearfire should waste that second-level spell slot right now.
Nope, that's fine. I just wasn't sure, because since the camel exploded, I just wanted to check.
What do I need to roll to check for traps?
Just give me a sleight of hand.
Oh, sleight of hand. Yeah. Weep. All right. 25.
You're pretty certain that there's no traps on this door.
All right. Let's go ahead and open it.
I'm very suspicious about this, but I'm not going to let it know.
All right. As you are like reaching up and scrabbling at the doorknob 15 feet above you, Icingraug just sighs, steps forward, and opens the door.
Oh.
Yeah, okay. Right. You're the tall person. You open the door.
Right.
All right.
I'm little. Squishy.
All right. That is what the room looks like. There are stairs that go...
I was like, just that part.
There are stairs that go up, and something turns around the corner, and the walls that you can see there on the north and the west are lined with like huge wooden oars. Quite frankly, this appears to be some sort of ore room. Not war room, ore room.
Or can we pick up the oars? Or are they
as in oars? No, as in like longship oars.
As in boat rowing.
Okay.
Yes. There is a door that leads out. You assume that if you go out that door, you will see the ship that you arrived on. That's the front of the building that you saw from the outside of the iceberg. Yeah. So, where are you going?
I want to go upstairs.
Yep, let's go upstairs. Let's make this quick.
All right.
I can catch a lizard while we're up there.
Hold on. Stop right there.
No, don't need traps. Damn it.
I need you to give me a stealth check. Your DC is 15.
You ran too fast.
What?
Yep.
I got a 12.
No.
Did we already use our inspiration for the day?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we all did.
All right.
Am I dead?
I could give her a boop.
Take a boop.
All right, add one.
Roll a
D4
3 or a 4. Roll a d4 and don't roll a 1 or a 2.
Okay. D4. Go. Yes, roll. Yes. That's what I want you to do. Yes. Wait. Why'd I end up with 2 of them?
I don't know, but you got a 4 and a 3, so at the very you succeeded no matter what.
Okay.
Right?
Yay.
So you take that second step on the stairs and you look down and you see a loose board that would go if you stepped on it.
Oh.
And you point it out to everybody. And you go, just don't step there.
Yeah.
All right.
The squeaky step.
Baravire will bring up the rear along with Icingraug. Rocky, I'm going to put you right there. We're going to move to the second level momentarily. So here's... Whoop, sorry. I'm trying to cut the fog. That's what she said.
You.
Okay, so let me zoom out, and level 2 is where? Over here. Okay. Cutting the fog, cutting the fog. This is my cutting the fog song.
Ooh.
Is that level 3 or level 2? That's level 3. All right. Hey, there's level 2. All right, and then we want the corner. There we go. Go ahead and everybody move your characters up there. Hold on, I'm going to actually put you here because Lenora, give me a perception check. Or sorry, Fenmore, give me a perception check from right there.
Okay. Perception. Boop. Oh, come on. 8?
All right, you jaunt merrily around the corner, and there is a human sitting behind a giant's desk, looking like a baby sitting at the adult's table.
Oh, okay.
And you're unable to give that warning to everybody as they just start crowding up behind you. And the man looks up at you in utter surprise and says, "Who are you and why are you here?" He's addressing Fenmore.
Shit.
Icingraug.
Yes. We have the giant with us, so...
Right, and Icingraug steps around and whispers down to Fenmore and Rocky. Shit, he's a mage. He knows what I am.
Oh.
I'm going to give you one chance. You can roleplay it out, or you can just roll deception.
I'm going to roll deception because
all right, give me a deception check.
liar.
Your DC is going to be 18, but I'll give you advantage because everybody is trying to, like, pile on and support what you're saying. Like, all of you are talking at once.
Okay.
What's your deception roll? Is it plus
0?
I'll assume you get booped. Take a boop. I'll even give you a boop with advantage.
I have a deception of +7. I can...
Hey!
Yeah. Well, okay, so let's say Lenora steps forward and does this.
Yes, let's say.
So, how is Lenora trying to deceive this human wizard?
So we've been sent by the magical conclave of wizards and for the protection of endangered species, particularly of the draconic varieties, Task 44 of the endangered wizard species, endangered magical species, conclave of wizards. We are here to inspect the dragon eggs and make sure that they're being cared for properly in accordance with the Treaty of the Treaty of Neverwinter in DR 1044, subsection 5, paragraph 3.
I love it. Give me the deception check.
All right. Do I have advantage in a boop?
Take a boop. Advantage. Okay. You don't need advantage. And what'd you get?
Wait, I saw my inspiration.
Yes, do it.
There you go.
15 plus. I get a plus 1d4 for a boop.
That'll be fine. He obviously doesn't believe you, but like you have a frost giant with you, and you know you're somehow you're managing to you know say something that's keeping him occupied. What are you doing while you have this, 30 seconds while he's too flustered and doesn't really get it to do anything? There's a door to your south and the doorway back downstairs. And let me put
I think we just show ourselves through the door and just confidently say, wow. All right, we'll continue our inspection. Thank you very much for your assistance today, sir. You've been a great help, and we look forward to working with you again.
Password? Icingraug just shrugs her shoulders and then walks over and swings at him with the axe.
Okay. That kills him, right? He's squishy,
we're gonna find
and
out.
shaped.
He is very squishy. However, he is a relatively high-level mage.
Right, but that doesn't make his body less squishy.
Squishy.
Right, but there's things like shield and other spells and.
But the dragon is very fast, and he would definitely not have had time to do anything at all. He would just be very squishy and in
all right,
two pieces.
You just relax. The dragon is going to be Sarah in this combat. It's going to go. Oh, all right.
The dragon is the penis tentacle.
I'm sorry, what?
Eric, the penis tentacle.
Yep, hold on. I got to edit it real quick. Because. Edit.
Eric, my love.
I need to add a frost giant because I did not expect Icingraug would be with you when I planned out this adventure. That's okay. There we go. All right, now we run. So go ahead and roll initiative, and I'm going to give Icingraug the first hit.
But so arguably there are no eggs in this room, right? That we can see?
There are no eggs that you can see in this room. They are likely elsewhere on this level or somewhere else.
You said roll initiative?
Yes.
That's what I heard.
Shoot.
All right.
I got a 19.
24.
Right. Bearfire should do that too.
Right.
All right. Bearfire got a 12. And Rocky, what did you get?
A 19.
It didn't show up in the thing. Interesting.
I rolled with advantage.
All right, so 24. Even shield is not going to save this poor guy. All right, so that is going to be
one dead mage.
17 plus Not dead, but pretty bloody. 17 and 13. Wow. Alrighty then. So that would be 30 damage. Does not look terribly well. Now we're going to enter real combat. I've got Fenmore, him, Frost Giant, Rocky, Barravire, Lenora.
Sweet. All right.
I'm raging.
Yes.
Well, it's not your turn yet.
I will be raging shortly.
I am going to short bow the human mage.
Okay.
Oop. Oh, come on. 9?
That is absolutely a miss.
Fuck.
Gonna murder a human.
All right. All right. Well, are you moving anywhere?
Nope. I'm good where I am.
Okay. Alrighty. I need Barravire will get advantage because they are still behind the door. As the mage pulls out a very weird-looking branch from his pocket, almost like a wand.
Don't kink shame him like that.
Yep. And oh my god! And points it at you all, and a fireball erupts in the middle of the room. So I would like everyone to give me a DC 14 Dexterity save, please. Rocky has advantage because Barbarian.
Because Barbarian.
Wow. Okay.
All right.
I got a 9. It didn't help.
Oh god, I got a 15.
All right. This is going to be 8d6 fire damage. All right. If you failed, 25. If you succeeded, who succeeded? Anybody?
Fenmore succeeded.
I got 15.
Fenmore, guess right? You have that special thing as a rogue. You actually jump out of the way and take no damage, right? Since you succeed.
Yes.
Let me just make sure that's the case. I think that's what it is, right? Cunning eye for detail, insightful fighting, features and traits. Sneak attack, thieves can't. Cunning action, steady aim, roguish. Uncanny dodge. When an attack that you can see hits you, an attack and use action to have the attack damage against you. Evasion. When you're subject to an effect that allows you to make a dexterity saving throw to take only half, you instead take no damage if you succeed.
Okay.
All right. So Fenmore, cat-like, jumps right the fuck out of the way. Anyone who failed takes 25, and anyone who succeeded takes 13.
I'm using my Stone's Endurance, which I get back after my short rest, and
there you
it's
go.
1d12 plus 4, so I just rolled an 8 plus 4 is 12,
Yep.
so 25 minus 12 is 13.
Yep. And
So I'm only taking 13 damage.
Barravire succeeds, and tieflings are resistant to fire, so only takes a quarter damage. Zariel tieflings anyway, right? Let me make sure that that is what Barravire is. I'm pretty sure.
Don't know.
Yes, resistant to fire.
I'm resistant to fire.
Hold on.
I'm not.
Since
resistant to
Barravire's
fire.
not here and I am not Barravire, I need everyone to give me a D4 roll because Barravire has the special the paladin ability that gives you pluses on your saving throws.
I got a +2, so it still wouldn't help.
No.
Nope.
All right. Yeah, I'm trying to find it. God. Aura of protection. So yeah, it's not even a D4. It's just +4. So everybody gets +4.
Oh, well, hold on.
No,
Would
Would that have saved anybody?
9 and 4. I still would have gotten a 13.
All right. But if it does change anything, then remember you can have it. Blah blah blah. Let's see if the Frost Giant, if Icingraug, Icingraug really hates fire, and Icingraug fails and takes more damage than we thought.
Couldn't Icingraug just like immediately spray a blast of ice like she just did at me?
It's kind of hard for a frost giant to breathe ice when it doesn't have the lungs of a white dragon. So no.
Oh, I just figured the insides were the same. They were just smaller and smush it into a frost giant shape.
Nope. I mean, Icingraug could switch black, but perhaps might want to save that spell for something later. Right? Or change.
Yep.
Like, it's a white dragon, an ancient white dragon the size of Icingraug is going to fill this room.
Oh,
and not be able to get up the stairs. So I'm going to say, all right, so that is the mage. And for bonus action, it goes invisible. Bloop.
Oh, goody.
So, I mean, there's only 2 ways out of this room. One is through Baravire and one is through Rocky.
So did the mage blip out?
Yep, went invisible. So I'm going to say we are out of combat right now. We'll pick up combat.
Did he jump out of the...
He went invisible.
That doesn't mean he's not still fighting us, though, right?
Correct, but I'm just saying there is nothing for you guys to attack right now. So
we could just swing in a circle and see if anything goes. Ouch!
You absolutely could. So all right, so Icingraug drops the axe to her side, and obviously is casting some sort of spell.
Like mage appear.
Like see invisible.
Right.
All right. Rocky, what are you doing right now?
I'm waiting for Icingraug to see invisible things.
All right. Baravire is also just going to stand there in the middle and try to block the stairway.
Yeah, we're going to block the door.
Okay. All right. Lenora?
I didn't buy the thing that I should have bought. Damn it.
Which was what?
Okay, so I'm gonna read the
Which okay.
Okay, I got it. Right?
Yep.
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the cone from a cone of the cone of wand of fear, right? And I'm going to make it miss Harshnag, but it's going to get everything basically from everything in this corner of this room, right?
Gotcha.
So if it's anywhere between, if they're anywhere between about,
this is going to be huge. Sorry.
Oh no, I'm having feelings for
right
for the dragon who looks like my dead husband.
Right. And it's just barely gonna miss Harshnag, and anything that's in there.
Yeah, okay. I'm sorry. I was trying to add the big one, and I just can't even. It's just so big.
Okay,
that's what
so
she
wisdom.
said.
I need a wisdom 15 saving throw from anything in that cone, and if they fail, they're only going to be able to go to one spot, and that is going to be they are going to try and book it for this corner, because that is as far away from me as they can get.
And go ahead and fear is they have to dash away from you, right?
Right. So that would mean they end up cowering in that corner.
All right. And it is a what saving throw?
DC 15 wisdom.
All right. 14. So I think what's going to happen. So
he's probably going to drop concentration if he's in a panic. He might. I don't know.
He's afraid and now visible in the corner.
That's
not visible. You in the corner.
Remember, not visible.
That's you in the spot.
All right. It can't move. He can't move until his turn.
Losing concentration.
He cannot move until his turn. So I understand what Lenore did, and I know what's going to happen. Baravire is just standing there with you, Rocky. Anybody want to do anything?
We're just standing, arms akimbo, being very big.
All right.
Don't let him down the stairs.
Okay. Can you cast a spell when you are afeared?
I don't know.
I'm going to say, actually, if I were a mage and I were afeared, I would do what he's going to do right now, which is drops his concentration, becomes visible, and casts Misty Step.
Yep.
So, all right, I know where he is. You are out of combat, but you hear footsteps above you.
Shit. Up the stairs. Let's go.
So these are stairs that you came up. So you're going to go to the south through that door?
Yep.
All right. We are out of combat. And let me get back to the Fog of War. So, this one.
There's more poo in that room.
Oh my god. Heaven forfend, anything should be artistic.
Right. Don't make it brown.
Oddly enough, there is poo on the floor in this room.
Gross.
And bones and what smells like dog piss.
What did you keep in here?
A whole lot of heavy white fur all over the ground.
Oh.
Did the dragons hatch?
No, I have a pretty good idea what was in here.
Holy mammoth?
Can you tell us what it is? Because we don't know.
It's probably metagaming.
Give me survival for Rocky.
Hey, do I
Arcana
recognize this?
for
Because I know
Lenora.
about animals. Yeah. Survival.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
Lenora
know
skipped
what
school
was
that day.
probably here. But
Rocky, give me a survival.
18.
You've never seen them, but you've heard tell, particularly among the barbarian tribes of the north, of winter wolves that are the size of ponies, horses.
Hey, you guys, I think there was some winter wolves in here, and they are very big and apparently have giant craps.
And it's almost like they would be kept like hunting dogs by frost giants.
Right, but why would they be on the second floor?
Interesting question. All right, go
If
ahead. You
they
guys can
were-
move wherever you want to be. We're not in
If
combat.
they were
so.
kept like hunting dogs, they would be kept on the first floor.
Icingraug will come in here with you.
All right, next door.
All right.
Here we go.
You want me to check for traps?
Yes, check for traps.
I was waiting for someone to say that. Give me the sleight of hand check, Fedmore.
Check for traps. There we go. 16.
All right. You are reasonably sure that there are no traps.
Hooray!
You tell Icingraug that, and they open the door.
Well, thank you.
All right. So we may have this may be where we're going to stop tonight, or we can keep going because there's a couple of things happening in this next room.
My brain says it's 10:30. We should probably stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let me show you what's in the next room.
Yes, show me.
All right.
It's the guest room.
You guys, they killed a clan member.
This looks a lot like, I don't know, frost giant's throne room.
What? That's weird.
That's where I would put a throne room.
Right next to where your dog shit?
Right, 100%. It's bong shui.
Well, I was going to say that my our giant white husky hangs out in the living room with us, so you know.
Yeah. Right where your throne is.
So, back here. So, in front of you, right, as you open that door, there's a long table, right, going north-south, and behind the table you see on the floor a huge, what looks to be a Yeti rug, sitting in front of a throne made of ice and bone. And behind it, there's some pillars that are opened to a porch beyond with no railing. So behind the throne, you literally see the iceberg and the bay behind it, the water and the ships down below. Peeking their head out from behind the throne is the wizard, and standing to either side of the throne are two frost giants, flanked by several huge white winter wolves.
Uh,
And I think that's... Oh, and by the way, those 7 things to the northwest look like dragon eggs.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
So this is...
They're volleyballs, and I named them all Wilson.
Yes. So here's where we'll leave off, and actually, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to
All of our
duplicate.
Wilsons in one corner.
And then duplicate again. So there's one there. There's
Are these
one
ones
there.
men or women? I need more nunchucks.
These are men, and you are unsure of the gender of the beasts of the winter wolves. And let's call that one A. So that is where we will leave off, and then we will pick up here next time with hopefully not dying to frost giants and winter wolves, who have as their saliva drips, it freezes as it hits the floor. It's like they're dripping like frozen saliva.
Yes.
Yep.
So, what I was going to suggest, and we'll kill the wizard first. Anything you can do to
Always kill the wizard first.
Always kill the wizard first. They're the ones that can end that. They will. Their ability to manage a battlefield, not with damage, but by taking people out of combat, the way I do. Do it to them before they do it to us.
Like literally, all he's got to do is sit there behind the throne and throw fireballs at you while you can't hit him.
And Icingraug would know that too, right?
Time to make a Durgan omelet. Yes, King Bashman, it's good to see you, man.
I don't know what that is.
It's just an omelet out of dragon
Yeah.
eggs. You can make dragon egg
Durgan.
omelets. See all the little eggies in the north? Yeah.
No, we can't make omelets. I am keeping them.
You're keeping one. Just one.
God. All right.
Yes,
let us...
just one.
Sure, you could... It is Dungeons and Dragons, and it's totally open world. Rocky can do whatever Rocky wants to do.
Damn straight.
On that note, you go first.
Hang over here.
I'll go to you. So, Rocky, how's Rocky feeling about what happened tonight?
Rocky got hit a lot. That was not super fun. Rocky does not like that. I still only have like a third of my hit points right now, which I don't love. And there's no time to sleep, which I also don't love because Rocky loves a nap.
Rocky loves a nap.
I'm saying Rocky is a napping fool.
I love that you're talking about Rocky in the third person. I think you need to keep it up.
Yeah. She would want it that way.
Anything else?
I don't know. I want a dragon or an ice lizard. I would take an ice lizard. Like, if I can't have a dragon, I would like an ice lizard. Because Rocky Jr. is still on the boat, and I have to bring him some rocks back. My glowing blue Rocky Jr.
Oh my God. I love that you still remember that. All right. Natasha, how is Fenmore feeling about what happened tonight?
As we go further and further into the house, my confidence starts to go down because it's really, really fucking big critters. And I mean, why can't the dragon just like take their eggs and go do their thing and leave me out of it? Oh yeah, because I want lots and lots of gems. They're being left there unprotected. We should go back. Yes.
I love the personality that Fenmore is developing. It makes me smile. All right. Anything else?
Nope. No.
Bryn, how's Lenora feeling about what happened tonight?
Well, I'm at half my hit points, and this is the nastiest fight we've faced so far, so eat?
I mean, you have a white dragon on your side, albeit polymorphed into a frost giant, right?
Yeah. I mean, they're a white dragon, so they have magic. They have magic of their own as well. But this is going to be a rough fight. This is going to be rough. So, yeah.
Oh, and one thing I didn't mention, you all see it. It's pretty obvious. Sitting on the throne are two items. One is a very, very large greatsword.
Oh,
and the
okay.
second is a gold-encrusted conch, like a conch shell.
Oh, I was like, cock! There's a big
God.
dick! A big encrusted dick on this.
Amusing that King Bashman is here, because the last time this came up in a game, he was actually playing in it, and there were many cock jokes. So, just that idea.
Yeah.
So,
It's a big encrusted cock.
This is going to be really, really entertaining.
All right. Anything else you guys want to... So many cock jokes. Anything else you guys want to add before we call it for the night?
Is anyone going to Icingraug this weekend? Just me?
I will be in Vegas. I will be in Vegas all weekend.
I will be Ubering, because I have a bar to renovate.
Right. You have to
But
be
if
an
you're going to
adult.
Awesome Con, poke Natasha and say hi.
Hey, I'll be at Awesome Con.
You will?
Yes, I will.
Are you guys doing superhero support?
Yes, we are. Superhero
bring that
support
up
will be the
again.
same place. We'll be doing a photo shoot with the superheroes at 3 p.m. on Saturday. I will be there as Captain Peggy Carter.
Nice.
Awesome.
Okay.
I love it. Coolness.
I'll have to
All right.
find you.
If you are around,
You guys can go
should-
hang out.
Yeah. Imagine that, like in person and not over the interwebs.
Right? Weird.
Like me and Knight of Bawahu hung out.
See? Half of my Monday night game is literally in like Seattle, Texas. So, all right. Wave good night, everybody. I hope everybody has a good time.
Night.
We are off next Wednesday because I will still be in Vegas. We'll be back in 2 weeks. And we